Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. RJ Horner and Curtis Young back again. We are your beacon of leadership, and we are excited to present another episode here for you today. This is now our episode 6. We had our launch last week. Pretty excited to have presented that launch to you. Hope most people caught it. It was 2 hours where we invited out a lot of our friends, a lot of members of our community to get to know you, to get to know who the people are that are trying to serve and how they serve the public. So that was pretty exciting, and we're looking forward to finding out just what it is we're going to bring to you here in Beacon of Leadership. So just a couple of minutes, you're going to get to know who we are and what we stand for. So once again, we are Beacon of Leadership. You can find us at www.beaconofleadership.com/podcast for more about what we're putting together here. So you'll find out more about me in a moment, but I want you to meet my partner in this, Curtis Leung. Curtis, tell people a little bit more about you. Why is leadership important to you as well?
Good evening. How you guys all doing? Hope you guys are awesome today. Why I think leadership is important is, well, we're always learning and we always try to help other people, bring them up to different levels. That's why it's important to me, because I believe with learning, you can help people because you can always be one chapter ahead of someone else and you can still help them. So that's what I think. RJ and I have known each other for about 5 years now, I guess. Is that right?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, and we partnered up there a couple years ago because he had a vision and I enjoyed that vision. I had similar ideas, but he is very good at things I am not good at, and vice versa. There's things he can't do that I'm good at. So I think our partnership has worked out very, very well, and it will continue to be that way, I'm sure. I am actually an award-winning author for the book of ABCs to a Positive Life. The Simple Guide to a Winning Mindset is one of my claim to fame. I also stay in shape by going to the gym almost every day during the week, Monday to Friday. And I do my morning workouts every day. I do yoga, stretching, some push-ups, some sit-ups and stuff like that to stay in peak condition, I guess. So that's what I do. Yeah, just come join us. If you guys want to be on the podcast, please reach out to us at contact@beaconofleadership.com. Be more than happy to have you on for sure. Right, RJ?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
So these Friday nights, I think we've discussed that we're going to try and keep them to panel discussions. So we're going to invite out 2 or 3 people out per Friday to have a discussion on subjects of interest to you. So
Yep.
we're also going to do interviews, but they won't be posted live. But you will be able to find those on our podcast if you go
And
to
what's our podcast address again?
beaconofleadership.com/podcast, or you can go directly to Buzzsprout and download it, which is beaconofleadership.buzzsprout.com.
Perfect. Excellent. Get those
Yeah.
CTs out there, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're excited about what we're bringing to you. So I hope we can get you guys excited about what's to come today or in the future. I will say right now, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this before the end of the episode, because that's what we're promoting here today, guys. And we are a community, and we want you to be a VIP in this community.
Yep.
There's a lot of exciting things to come, and there are VIP perks and bonuses throughout the program. One of those is if you become a VIP, first of all, you're a lifetime member at this point. In other words, you will only ever pay one membership fee. This will become an annual fee. If people don't buy it this year, it'll become an annual fee. But if you buy it this year, you will become a founding member and paid for life. So that's an exciting thing.
I love those. Those are my favorite things when I buy stuff. Get it for lifetime.
Yeah, the one-time payment, absolutely. Now, that's not to say you'll never pay another thing in our community, even as a VIP. Yeah, but you'll just have membership privileges. You'll have, special pricing that the public won't get. So that's one of the things we're excited to present. And as being a VIP member, you'll get VIP tickets to all of our events coming this year, free. as well as VIP swag. So gifts from our VIPs, consultations and things like that, free trainings and courses that they put together because they want to help. So, but they're only going to do that for our VIPs. So, and then you get to become a contributor to that swag pack as well. So you get to give your gifts out to our VIP members and connect with them and help them grow as leaders. So that's what one of the exciting perks of being a VIP. So that's what we're really going to promote out here in this community because we want you to be a VIP. Now, VIP is free. I've changed the date on that, Curtis. I've made it free till June 30th.
Okay.
So because I want to give every opportunity for people to join us in the VIP membership. So we're going to be promoting that out there for the next 2 or 3 weeks to get you as a VIP. Take the option while it's free. It's going up to $97 as of July 1st. So you want to get in on the VIP right now.
That in the chat.
It's free. Sorry?
I just put that in the chat. That's free membership.
Got you. Awesome. Thank you for that. So then we'll get into our discussion today. And so why leadership and what is a beacon? First, I want to start with the term beacon, because that one was an important. In fact, our teacher, Amit Ambagankar, that was one of his challenges or our homework this week, was to come up with 20 words in our industries, 20 words that we should be familiar with or the people we're speaking to are familiar with, and then define those terms. So what is a beacon? That one was one that was important to me because it really defines who we are as leaders, right? We are calling ourselves beacon of leadership. So, but what does that mean? What is it all about? Why did we choose that as a title?
So the word, the dictionary version, or
yeah. So, do you have it, or do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I can do it. Beacon.
Sure, go ahead.
Fire or light set up in a high or prominent position as a warning signal or celebration. And then there's another one: a light or other visible object serving as a signal, warning, or guide at sea or on an airfield, etc. That's it.
Absolutely. That's perfect. And by the way, who defined that? What dictionary did you use? Just so we Oxford Dictionary. Good. Because you know what? If we're going to come up with a definition from somewhere, we should quote that source, right? So the Oxford Dictionary says it's a guiding light, a beam of light, fire, in a high prominent place, usually for visibility of a warning system of some sort. Really, that's exactly what we are thinking of it as. We look, and when you think of that, you think of the lighthouse, right? That's usually what comes to mind first. In airports, you may have seen sometimes when you're near the airport, they have lights that are circulating in the night sky.
Yep.
These beams of light that just go around in a circle, and what that is a beacon for the planes, showing them that there's an airplane or airport nearby when they're flying at night, and they can find this by following this beam of light. So yeah, that's what it is, a beam of light of some sort that's designed to create a warning or whether that's whether that warning is stay away, as usually is in the case of the lighthouse, or that warning is you can find safe harbor here, like in the airports where you have that beam circulating. Really, that's come home to us. You know what I mean? It's circulating, saying here's your source. Now, if you follow that down, you can find the airports. You can find your safe way home. So that's really the two different types of beacons available. Usually, it's for at night when it's dark, when it's dreary, when it's when you're out of focus, or there's your visibility is poor.
Yeah.
And so that's how we referred it to leadership, is that you're out there in a lonely world. We often call leadership a lonely world. And entrepreneurs, in fact, they say it's a lonely business because you're out there by yourself. You're doing it by yourself. You're making your own income. You're making your own way. And it really is up to you to find the clients, put it together, and meet them, and earn the income, and serve them in order to make the income from that exchange, right? Yeah. So it's a lonely world. And we wanted to create a place where people could feel comfortable with people of their own kind, with people of like-minded thinking, right? Because as entrepreneurs, and we, like I said, we do case studies. And you heard me on the launch, talk about the acronym CASE. And CASE is for who we serve, and that's for coaches, authors, speakers, and entrepreneurs.
Awesome.
And those people, you know what, they can be live a lonely life or have a lonely business. Again, because they're often left left alone to do the work, and so you know what, there's a lot of struggle that comes with that. In fact, there's a high rate of suicide with entrepreneurs. So we wanted to make it a safe space for people to be comfortable and learn from people and support each other on that, what we call a lonely journey. So that was why we thought of Beacon for our platform.
You guide to help people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Do you have any other thoughts on that, Curtis? I know I rambled on a bit, but
actually, I think that's pretty good definition. We're just help others with their journey, and others can help each other as well, right? So it's like a joint effort. It's like a team of people helping each other get by and do the right thing, right? And getting things done in a progressive manner. Which brings up a book I'm reading called, or actually listening to on audio, Audacity, or not audio, Audible. Yep. Extreme Leadership. It's the story of Navy SEAL leadership. It's friggin' awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. And I'm a believer in all things leadership and all books leadership. So I haven't heard of that one, but maybe that's another thing we could do in our community moving forward, is do kind of like a book review segment, you know what I mean, where you and I talk about different leadership books, and maybe even invite people on in a panel discussion to talk about different leadership books that have helped people.
He would probably call the author, and they might even want to come out. You never know, right? Like,
for sure, this is true.
Like, hey, we're doing a review of your book. Do you mind coming on and have a few words and see what happens? So if you're an author and you want your book is about leadership, come on, give us a call and contact us. It'd be great to
again. So you say contact us. So where can they contact us?
contact@beaconofleadership.com.
Absolutely. So that's our address, and you can get more in touch with us there. We have lots of initiatives coming up, and that's one of them. We want to present you. We want to talk to the leaders, to the coaches, authors, speakers, entrepreneurs about the journey they had. And you know, first of all, let's talk about some of those struggles, because like I said, it's not an easy path. We've all been through some stuff to try and get here. So I want to hear those stories. And then because we're sharing those stories, others out there can listen and go, you know what, I experienced something like that. I'm glad to see how they handled it. Maybe I can try that. Maybe that's something I can use for myself. So it's about how we learn from each other's mistakes in order to grow faster and grow quicker.
Definitely. Someone might have a solution that might be in line with what you're thinking or you can do, right? For sure. So other people's problems and solution, how they get their success, can help others too, right? Because if you have the same struggles or problems in your life and someone made it, it's like, hey, if they did it, maybe I can do it too, and gives you that hope that, hey, I can get this done. Even though you may be struggling, it will help you out in your life too, right? So this is a great way to help each other and help others out there who maybe might need that word or sentence in their life that was going to change, right? Give that beacon of hope. Right?
Absolutely. Thank you for those words, because again, that's what we're doing it for, right? And we have some other things to come. Support is one of the biggest things, and we're going to have a mastermind just for leaders, just for our VIPs. So you want to be part of this. You want to get in touch with us and become a VIP. So we'll let you know how you can do that very shortly. So then we move on to discussing leadership. What is leadership? And so I have the definition in front of me, unless you do, Curtis.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do this one. I did that.
So again, from Oxford Dictionaries, it's simple. The definition of leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization. Just as simple as that. You are responsible for leading others. Now, in the dictionary, they talk about the person responsible, right? You're responsible for leading this organization.
Responsible for others and yourself too, right?
Yeah. So, but usually they're talking about in a corporate world, or you know what I mean, or like a prime minister or president, or you know what I mean, somebody in an authority as taking on that role, running an office, running an organization, that sort of thing. But where we come in is those coaches, authors, speakers, and entrepreneurs. They are the leaders of tomorrow. They are they've taken this job upon themselves. Whether we call them self-appointed leaders or, you know, they were natural born leaders. These are people who often knew they were called to more. They were called to help people, but maybe they're not in a managerial role, right? They're not in a level of service at work, but they have experience that they want to share in one area or another. Like you said earlier, quite often, if you're one stage ahead of somebody else, that means you have you have something to teach others.
Sure.
So that's exactly what it boils down to: is the thought leaders out there who have taken it upon themselves to help others grow. That, you know, you recognize them because they've created the Facebook communities. They're active in different social platforms. They're the voice. You're hearing them on videos. You're hearing stories about them. They're creating events and attending events and speaking at events. These are the people we're trying to serve, the people who are starting a new mission for people out there. Excuse me. And then, so when I looked at it further, Forbes magazine has some thoughts on what leadership is. Now, John Maxwell says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Right. So it's all about your influence with people. If you didn't have influence, you can't call yourself a leader.
Yep.
So Forbes describes it as this: leadership stems from social influence, not authority or power. You know what? Managers, they come from a place of position, right? They hold this certain position, and it's a you do as I say type of attitude, right?
Yeah, seems like that, yeah.
Whereas we're trying to teach people that that's not the method. You can't lead by authority. You have to lead by permission. They have to give you permission to lead them and take them where they want to go or where they need to go. You have to have their permission to walk along that path with them and guide them.
For sure.
And then so another, leadership requires others, and that implies they do not need to be direct reports. So in other words, it's not just the managers out there, right? It's not just the people who have been granting a position. It's the people out there who are looking to change the world, who are looking to make a difference in somebody else's life, even if it's one other person's life, right? And then so another thing I've been talking about too is that who is a leader, right? Because we've been talking about the managers and the people out there who've been assigned a position, they've been given some authority, but does that make the leader? Right? Does that make them a leader?
Yep, a little bit.
A little bit.
Like
They've, you know, but
parents.
they've been granted authority by someone. But
Yep.
no matter what, it's about influence. So if I come to you with an attitude of you're going to do this because I said so, I'm not going to get much. I'm not going to get much buy-in. I'm not going to get much help from you.
Initially, maybe, but over time, not likely. It's kind of like,
Right.
I don't want to listen to you, or I don't like you. I'm not going to do what you say, type thing. Usually is what happens with that kind of authoritative positioning.
Right. Yep. It's usually, you know what, you get some buy-in for a moment, or it's, yeah, well, I'll do it. I'll do what you say because I have to, but that's about the most you'll get from me.
Yeah, you're signing my paycheck, so I guess I gotta listen.
Right. So here you go. Here's the work I've been told to do. Here you go, and have a great day. Right. There's really not of a healthy attitude there. There's no buy-in. There's no I'm helping you because, right. It's all about, well, you told me to, so here you go.
Yeah, for sure.
And then so there's no mention of personality traits, attributes, or even a title. There are many styles, many paths to leadership.
Yeah.
In other words, again, we're all different. And that also boils down to the coaching experience. You can't coach by a script, right? You can't coach by a playbook. You can have the general practices, the general skills,
Yeah,
but each client, each person you deal with is going to be different.
absolutely.
And you need to react and treat them like the person they are, and therefore guide them according to their circumstance, their situation, and what's going on with their life. So
Sure.
never expect that this leadership role is going to be one and done. You know what I mean? Okay, I've served you, now move on to the next. No, it's what's the problem? What do we need to solve? How can we think about working on it together?
Yeah.
And then what can be done and put in place to actually achieve that or move forward, right?
Yeah, cool.
And then Forbes also, go ahead, you were going to say something else.
No, I'm saying I like what you're saying. It's good. It's good stuff.
Got you. Thank you. And then so Forbes also says it includes a goal, not influence with no intended outcome. Look, especially in thought leadership, we are here to help people achieve something, usually to overcome a problem. People act because of pain or pleasure. And usually it's that pain effect that's going to have them taking action, right? With me, when I was at my angriest, when I was peed off at the world, I took action only because I was tired of living this way. I did not want the pain anymore. I didn't want to deal with life as it was. So I began to seek a different way.
Yeah.
But if it was just me trying to seek pleasure, I wanted, like I said, I was looking for a better way. But it was because the pain was strong enough that I needed to. Not that, oh, I wanted a better life, so I was interested, so I was looking at it. You know what I mean? There's not much of a driving force to make it change. You just want things to be happier, to be better. But when you can't stand it anymore because this is not the life to live, or, when things are bad enough that the pain of living this way is going to continue to affect you, that's usually when you make the strongest change.
For sure.
And so we're looking for that outcome. What do we need to resolve? What pain problem are you experiencing that we need to get you out of in order to look at things differently and in order to look forward?
Yep, cool.
Right. So that's the whole point of coaching and leadership and thought leadership, is that you have a problem. You have something you need to fix. You need something you need help with. And there are leaders out there like us and like many in our community who are going to help people through that journey and help people grow through their issues to that intended outcome.
Right on. Perfect. So what kind of leaders would you say that are impactful to others that, like, maybe some of the listeners might be interested in, like, Muhammad Gandhi, or it's actually his name is like a middle name too, doesn't he? Or Martin Luther.
So you're talking about Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Mahatma means great spirit. That is an honorary title that we have given him.
Mm-hmm.
So we call him Mahatma Gandhi. But really his name is Mohandas.
Yeah.
His name is Mohandas K. Gandhi. But we give him that title of Mahatma. And yes, he's changed the world, right? Be the change you want to see in the world is one of his notoriety quotes. And I live by that. Be the change you want to see in the world. Look, I'm not always perfect. I don't always get my actions and my moments right. Now, those moments are a lot fewer than they were 10 years ago when I started this journey. Right? I'd be angry all the time. Now, for me to get angry, it takes a negative setback.
Yeah. Something.
So I don't always get it perfect. Still working on that one, but I'm in a better position than I was 10 years ago because I want to be that change. I want to be a positive voice for growth, for understanding, for self-directed leadership, but also for becoming a leader that's going to lead others. That's the role I believe I play, is helping to build up leaders who are going to become leaders, who are going to go out there and change the world. Right. And then another quote I like is Steve Jobs. Isn't it strange, or it's strange to think the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are usually the ones that do.
Yep. They have a goal, right?
Yeah. And that's what it boils down to. But look, believing that you can change the world. I mean, there are lots of people who say, well, who the hell are you to think that? You know what I mean? Why would you take that on yourself and take that responsibility? You know what? I can change the world. Sorry?
They have a burning desire to do something different, right?
To make the world a better place for whatever reason. They want to eliminate something. They want to make it easier for somebody. They want to make it happier for somebody. You know what? It's up to people like that, who have that vision, who have that drive, to step up and become that person. We need people like that. That was part of our discussion today. Is we need more people to step up and become those leaders.
Absolutely.
Those positive influences that really what leadership is all about.
Yeah. Any other leaders you would like to recommend?
Well, of course, let's talk about our direct community. We've had Amit Bagankar out here. And he has, first of all, changed our world, right? He's a big influence to you and I, and everything he's taught us and everything he's spread, not just about business, but about life itself. He's given us lots of tips, lots of information. So I want people out there to work with him. I've,
Absolutely.
been saying that for the last 2 years.
Mhm.
He has been such an influence on my life
I
and
agree.
everything that we're building and putting together. And he has a genuine interest to serve. Again, we just finished class 20 out of a 12-week
Yep.
training class series. So again, he wants to help. He wants to over deliver. He wants to make sure you get these principles and understand them. So how many times has he taken us
Yeah.
to a class? He has an intention for the class, and he'll come up with an obstacle and go, "Oh, but you guys don't know that. Do you guys want to know about that?" And
Yep.
he spends the next 45 minutes teaching us about this one subject
To
that
help us.
wasn't part of his lesson plan, but he feels we need to know it in order to move forward. So he'll teach that, and then we'll move the next class over, right? So
It's good.
happens
Yeah.
time again, and that's who he loves to serve. So I'm glad we're part of that community for
Mhm.
sure.
Absolutely.
How about you? Do you have any leaders who are preferential to you and that you want to talk about?
Well, I like Martin Luther King, Winston Churchill's good, Nelson Mandela, awesome. They're all like historical leaders, right? That have made big changes in the world. So I
Absolutely.
like those guys. They're popular. Probably in my immediate, I would say Raymond Aaron has been a leader. Joe Vitale. What's the other one? Um, Brian Tracy, I like. I guess Brian Tracy, who's the other one? There's a few other people. Jack Canfield's good. I like him. Those are people I like and found their leadership quite inspiring. And it's always great when you actually go meet them live for lunch or dinner. I met some of those guys in real life as well. I had
At the
dinner.
seminars, absolutely.
Yeah, it was good. It was like, wow, they're amazing people, even in person. You see them at their seminars or like and stuff like that, and workshops. But to actually meet them like in person is super amazing.
For sure. And so, I mean, through our communities, I'm not sure about you, but I've met Brian Tracy,
Mhm.
Jack Canfield,
Yep.
Kevin Harrington, I mean,
Cool.
Raymond Aaron.
Yep.
I haven't spoke to Bob Proctor, but I've saw him from the stage while he was still with us.
Yep.
Dr. John DiMartini, I've seen him from the stage.
Yep.
Care of Raymond Aaron, of course.
Yep.
He's been a big influence in my life. I would love to get an interview from him one day.
He has his own
Um,
podcast, Respark.
yeah, I know.
Yep.
I would love to get
Awesome.
an interview from him one day.
Nail him.
But
Never know.
for sure. And one of the things I noticed you mentioned is that those people who you admire as far as leaders, they're all big orators. They're all people who have been able to deliver very powerful speeches that have had some effect and change in
Yep.
these years. So I love that. I want to be one of them one day. You know what I mean? I want that. You've heard my voice. It can get passionate at times. It can
Absolutely.
elevate and get excited. I'm trying to learn how to use that to my advantage in public speaking because I'm very afraid of my own voice. When I get going, when I get passionate about something.
It's good though. That's part of the experience for people to feel, right? Your passion coming out in your voice. It's good. So I like it when you do it. It's like, ooh, Archie's on a roll. Let's hear it. Let him speak.
Thank you. So we mentioned Bob Proctor, Joe Vitale, Raymond Aaron. I got to interview Douglas Vermeeren. He is also in The Secret.
Oh wow.
So I'll probably release that to people soon because I got to find it. But I did get to interview Douglas Vermeeren on how thoughts become things.
Awesome.
That was an amazing interview. So I would love for people to peruse that. So maybe I'll break it into pieces, and you and I can discuss it on one of these podcast
Maybe
episodes.
do like a release on the podcast, a special edition or something, maybe.
Yeah, because like I said, we are going to do an interview series here. That hasn't started yet, but we are going to do an interview series
Yep.
where we're just going to release it to the podcast, not to our YouTube channel. So that's also something that's why you want to be VIP.
Yeah, VIP, be on the email list for sure. That's how you get notified. Right.
Absolutely.
Once you join VIP, you'll get into the email list and you get regular emails from us and events and stuff coming up. And we always have bonuses too, right, RJ, for our VIPs?
Absolutely. Always. Again, if Amit taught us anything at all, it was to over deliver.
Absolutely.
Right. And so I think we focused on that and what can we offer people to over deliver. So why should you become a beacon? Really, that's what we're all about. We want you to become a member of this community. First of all, I'm letting you know it's a community, but really we have great plans and it's a whole lot more than that. I call it an institute of leadership. based on fellowship. We are going to be working with each other on building each other up as leaders. So I want people to become VIP because this is the community. We're a lot more than that. In fact, I'm going to drop the bomb a little bit, and by December, I think we're going to be hosting an awards ceremony.
Oh, cool.
Where we're going to be inducting people into our community as beacons of leadership.
Excellent.
So that's what, look, we got a lot of exciting things. We're planning our next event, which is going to be virtual, right? In July 23rd is our next event, 6-hour event from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Cool.
That's called Better Leaders. So we want you to become a better leader. You need to join us for that. July 23rd, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Better Leaders. And you can go to beaconofleadership.com/events to get involved with that. And then, like I said, we want you to be a VIP. Now, if you buy one of our VIP tickets, again, it's free until June 30th. Okay.
Get on it. Get on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, while it lasts. I don't want you to come down to, oh, well, I thought it was, still available. No. As of July 1st, it will be $97 if you go through the same link I'm going to send you to today. So till June 30th, and take advantage of it now, because here's another reason to start now. VIPs become ambassadors. Our ambassadors is our affiliate program. Okay. You get 20% of anything somebody upgrades. If they pay an upgrade fee for anything, for a ticket, for a product, within Beacon of Leadership, not our affiliate products, because that we don't own the rights to, but anything we own the rights to, whether they take the courses or just buy a mastermind or buy the books, they get 20% commission on anything somebody you recommend buys. So, and then I'll tell more people more about it after, but we also have the 3 for free program. So if you bring in 3 people, you get your VIP membership for free. So we want people to be VIP, and we're doing everything we can to make sure that that is a feasible option for you. First of all, right now it is free. Until June 30th, we want everybody to sign up for free.
100%.
After that, it will cost $97. I'm sorry if you weren't able to take advantage of this free opportunity. But really, I mean, we're just giving you a bonus by offering it for free at this point.
All goals have a deadline, right?
Right. So unfortunately, if you can't get it by June 30th, which is another 3 weeks away, then I'm sorry you've missed out, because I don't think we'll be offering it for free ever again. We need to have skin in the game. And that's why you may notice when you go to our website, is that the general ticket is not free. The best we can do for you for a general ticket is $7, which is, we're giving you a $40 discount, because that's a $47 ticket normally. But we're giving it right now for $7, because we want you at this event. We want you to become a part of our community. That will not put you as a VIP. So get that free VIP ticket while it's still available.
Yeah, why not?
Because again, if not, you're paying $7 is the best price we can give you for the general ticket. So that's what we're offering today. We want you to become a member of our community. We want you to belong with us. We have some great things planned, and we need you to be part of that. I think it's exciting stuff to come, and we'll start to unravel that for people, Curtis, of what they get. But I wanted people to really get a feel for Beacon of Leadership and what we're putting together and why they should become involved.
Absolutely.
That was our episode today. Did we do a good enough job of explaining that to people?
I think we did. If you guys have any comments or feedback, please leave comments below. Love to hear from you guys. You can always email us at contact@beaconofleadership.com for any inquiries or comments. Still like to hear from you. Thank you, guys.
And of course, you're watching on YouTube. So please don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, especially for more of these Friday episodes to come. You want to get notified. So don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. And then get your VIP. If you haven't heard enough about it already, go to beaconofleadership.com/events. Purchase one of our tickets. Again, the free VIP is only available through June 30th. Click on that ticket. Click on the link there to get your VIP ticket, and you become a lifetime VIP Beacon of Leadership member.
Excellent. I love it. Way to do it, right?
I hope everybody is, because I want to see them as part of this community. I'm loving what we're putting together, and I hope they see the value in it too. So if you see the value, don't forget, click on that link, click on the ticket link, and become a part of our community. Even if you cannot come and attend the event, if that's what's going to stop you, that, oh, I'm not available July 23rd. First of all, you'll get the recordings, right? So don't worry about that. You'll get individual session recordings broken down, not the 6 hours presentation, but smaller package presentations. So you can watch them in your own time. But it's also about all the bonuses, all the swag offers that you're going to get because you're a VIP member. So just because you can't attend doesn't mean you can't click that button. Join us as a Beacon of Leadership VIP member. So thank you for that, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this podcast and joining us today. We're excited to present it. And first of all, Curtis, do you have anything final to say?
No, it was awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for listening and being here today. For those that joined us, awesome. And for those who are listening later, thank you for listening today. And let's have a great day and great week and be the leaders that we're meant to be for now and in the future. That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you. And that's exactly what Beacon is of Leadership is all about. It's about shining the light on leadership. It's about shining the way, you know what I mean? Making it easier for people to find that path. So we are Beacon of Leadership. Right now it is RJ Horner and Curtis Leung, but we have tremendous value within our community who you're going to meet, and they're going to become a part of your life and help show you the path of leadership. So thank you for being a part of it. We enjoy you. We do this because of you. So I hope you guys find value in it. Of course, we appreciate your concerns, comments, and feedback. So, I mean, please post them here in the links, but also feel free to reach us at contact@beaconofleadership.com. You found our links out there. Follow up what you think is best for you. And we look forward to seeing you further within our Beacon of Leadership community. Until next time, RJ Horner saying better days ahead.
Have a good day, guys. Take care. Have a good night.
And now stop us live.
YouTube's still on.
Where am I going to shut us off?